Not the web.
Never mind. Wait,
Where's
is it picking it up?
Yeah, it will because it's that.
It has a microphone in it?
Yep.
Sounds really
Whoa.
crappy.
Is that loud as shit?
Probably sounds really bad.
Well, it probably isn't too bad. How do I get to the recording options? I was like, how is this not registering? This is hard.
You just want to unplug that one, unplug this so that this is the only option, and then we can replug it back in. Or that, yeah.
I don't know if that works though, because that's got the what's it called up there. Also, I should probably make it smaller.
Yeah, no, it's not picking up.
Well, this picks us up right here, so we still actually have us talking. So this is us playing against Utah, University of Utah. They're playing their kind of like a stronger minion version of Zulok. It's Demon Lock, I guess, is really the correct term of it. Well, we are actually playing a mirror matchup. Their demons are a lot bigger and stronger than ours, but we've got more cards than them. Like we run Darkshire, which is good with going wide on board, where they run these apothecaries, which have a whole lot of damage and stats on them, but they make you take a lot of damage. So when they play a 4-drop here, we'll take 5 points of damage. So if we ever stabilize, we actually will have a valuable trade.
Yep.
I kind of want to try to get to, how do I get to options here? Wait, I have an idea. Where's recording? Audio. Found it.
So we're good. We got 11 damage on board. They're just gonna tap. That's okay, I guess.
Found it.
Hey.
Hello.
It works? Yeah.
Should work.
Cool.
Just a matter of tinkering and enabling.
And we're dead.
Yeah, so we just took a butt ton of damage. They actually were able to just sit with this apothecary on board for so long, and we weren't able to actually ever stabilize. I mean, that's kind of like how it goes, right? Like, you get the apothecary out, and if they get it out early enough...
With the double flame imp, too.
Yeah, so they pretty much got the highest rolled stats they could have rolled for those 3 turns.
Yeah.
I mean, they can get lucky and get those rolls and cheese, but that just means we don't have to worry about that deck anymore.
Yep.
So now, as I said, we need to add our...
Sneak peek.
Yeah. Let's add our text file here. Wait, is this our... Oh, that's what that is.
Oh, you could just click on it.
That was... You added that the other day.
Yeah, no.
Text.
I don't know who added that.
That was you. You're trolling.
I promise.
Oh, it was Adrian. It was Adrian then. Indiana.
Yo, let's get that Ariel out of here.
0, and then
Utah.
University of Utah. Whoa.
U of U.
U of U. The U, as some say. So now it's currently 1-0.
Well, you actually, yeah, you should, like, add a space. So. Thanks.
What kind of font you want?
Definitely, so select font, like...
Arial Black?
Bauhaus 93. Like,
Where's that?
Oh, that's horrible.
Okay, we'll do that. Okay. We'll put that right here. Right in the middle. I like that.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe like right here is probably a little bit more ideal.
Well, how about below the deck? There you go.
So,
So we're actually going with the Zulok again.
We're sticking with it. We're going up against their... we have our Zulok.
Yep, it's right there. And
yeah, and...
They play Priest and they get the 1-drop right away. Wow.
Really good for them. There we go. So what are we just looking for? Oh, this is where we can see theirs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I was wondering how we access that.
Which one is this now? This is
Enemy in there. That's not it. That's their.
their.
Their. It should just say their priest. Is it? Right there.
Oh, I was looking at the wrong. I was looking at Paladin.
Okay, so this is just your typical kind of strong dragon priest.
Like it says combo priest, right?
It's it's combo.
It's got
it's
double,
got the double
power word shield, double inner fire,
divine
double
spirit.
shadow, double They got the whole package. Massive spell too.
And so far they've got
Bookworm as well.
They've got a really good start for an early tempo because a lot of people use the divine spirit inner fire as like a OTK.
Yeah.
But if you can get a turn 3 like 12/12 on the board because you can just divine spirit inner fire here.
It's good enough to win the game.
It's really strong enough to win the game in 2 turns because especially as warlock you don't have access to wave clear unless you're running cube or if it's just late in the game.
Yeah, definitely.
Because our deck variant is not that. As you guys can see right there, we've got a lot of damage, but the only thing that we would have to stand against that is a silence from a spell breaker, which we do have 2 in the deck.
So one thing to note is that we actually do run double Dragon Slayer in our deck. So could get some nice value off of those.
Yeah, especially against
Sit
this
here and play it out.
dragon variant deck.
Our version actually runs it runs Kellis first of all, and it runs a 2 Silver War Golems for the discards. That's pretty important. Like it sort of puts it apart from the other super aggro, sort of like we saw last time with the Apothecary Double Flame Imp. I mean, we run that too, but we don't go quite as hard in the paint.
Yeah, these guys are.
We don't run the double Void, double +2/+2 demon.
They're taking over the board really hard right here. We don't really have a lot going on for us, honestly. It looks like maybe like Darkshire Councilman into Voidwalker.
That's what I was
pressures
thinking,
more
yeah.
damage to creatures or to minions, but also just straight up playing like another Dragon Slayer would give us technically more stats and give us a better trade.
Well,
But I think we want to save that for the actual active because we're gonna have to get lucky and hopefully that they don't like inner fire out on us.
Yeah.
Really. Because they had a really good answer with the Talon Priest, Twilight Gold. Is this Twilight Gold? Yeah, Twilight
Acolyte, yeah.
Because he stole the attack of our Dragon Slayer and then just traded with it really easily. Honestly, if we were to get some Soulfires here and trade out with them and actually, maybe discard a Silverware Golem,
Yeah.
that would be perfect for like a swing.
That would be pretty insane.
So it looks like we're going for the Taunty Councilman developed play, and that's really good because it gives us more stats like the next turn, and it makes them kind of have to answer the Councilman pressure as well as go through a taunt. So sets us up for a pretty good situation. They can trade with the Councilman on board pretty easily. So they have second Northshire Cleric. They're going for a double draw play. They heal 1 town and get both of the effects from the Northshires.
Yep.
I think they're in the spot where they're really controlling the game, and I think they're comfortable with their combo, so whether they're just going to go for that card draw. And us sitting at 5 mana, you kind of have to sit here like, you really don't have any good play. Like,
Yeah.
you can play this big guy, and I think the reason why they're playing it, well, actually, they don't run any spot removal. They don't have pains, so it doesn't really matter playing around that 4 attack, but definitely valuable.
You don't understand. If I lose Japan, I lose my wife. I think you're supposed to substitute those, so it goes 1 horseman equals 5, and then 1 artillery equals 10.
Go ahead, get their draws and trade in.
Yeah, so far they've drawn off 4, and I think that's like, they're happy to get that amount of draw. They don't want to overdraw, so they're okay just like sacrificing the
Yeah, no, it's absolutely insane.
Northshire.
The double Northshire Cleric is just, it's very hard to come back now at this point.
Ooh, now they got a big
Even
buff on
with
the Talon Rays.
more More clerics still on the horizon. On the board, that is.
Yeah, and so we drew our Crystal Weaver, but we don't really have a board developed for it. Darkstar's not even a demon.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. This game's kind of weird. We didn't like curve out at all. We didn't have any really good early plays, and the ones that we did, they had a really good answers to. We're gonna have a hard time. Like, we're just not our Blood Reaver Gul'dan's not gonna be charged by the time it gets to it.
I mean, it feels like we've got a lot of dead cards in our hand right now.
Yeah.
Not really a whole lot we can do.
And that's just what happens when you draw these and you don't have like your Doom Guards and your Silver Hands. We don't run 2-drop Succubus, do we?
No.
Yeah, and I mean
we run Kellis.
It's kind of a good. Oh yeah, we run Kellis.
Yeah.
And maybe that was too big of a cut to the early game.
Possibly, yeah.
Because it's like you run Kelliseth, but then you're also telling yourself you're not going to run any 2-drops.
Yeah.
And here we are sitting with an over amount of 3-drops, you know.
That just trade horribly into the buffed up minions. It's a bad situation. Go ahead and start buffing that 7-drop up. Look for the Inner Fire.
Looking like an Inner Fire play. Or they also have a Crazed Alchemist.
That's
since we don't run Geist.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're setting it up. That's going to be 18 damage to our face. That might be lethal.
Yeah, that's lethal.
Yeah, so they hit like the big old combo. Hit the huge 18 damage to the face. So Utah picks up the second game.
It's the top one.
It's the top one?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, text. Why does it say GDI? Graphic display or something? Alright, so they pick up the second game, which means that we are now down to their Secret Mage.
Yeah.
And in our decks, we've got, I think they banned our Paladin, I believe. No, we ran Secret Mage, Zoo.
I think they banned our dude.
Yeah, they banned our Paladin. So that's probably like, I don't know. We could just run Secret Mage into it, or you could run.
We're running Zoo into Secret Mage.
I think our Zoo. That's
I don't know,
but our Zoo has seemed so slow.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm really getting concerned, because like, if we're running no 2-drops, rough, really clunky 3-drops, I don't know if we're gonna be able to handle the tempo that or that their Secret Mage has to offer.
I'm not really sure.
We finally drew into a Flame Imp, the one card that we really want to see in our hand.
Also, a card just you know, like good in general against any decks. Like,
yeah, Dragon Slayer. I don't know if we even want to keep it, but it's still a 3-drop. The stats are good, but it plays bad around Frostbolt. So
yeah, we already mulligan, so.
Yeah. Oh, did I miss the mulligan? Well, okay, that's fine. Definitely want to Flame Imp this turn. Kind of hoping to draw like another 1-drop. Wait, did you change this? Did you put this on here? Or does it do it automatically?
It does it automatically, but since whenever you draw a card, it automatically puts it in. So the cards that are not highlighted are not in the deck. The card, because that's their deck.
This is the enemy deck, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But it shows all the cards that we drew?
Yeah, because deck tracker doesn't work the opposite way.
Yeah, it's like, no, you're playing this deck.
Yeah. Why would you care about your other opponent's deck? Well, it would show up on the left, right?
Yeah. That looks like it's just barely in. There we go.
Seems fine.
Okay. Pretty good start. It looks like they cobble lackied and didn't get a secret out.
Yep.
Which is a pretty good sign for us.
Yeah.
That means we're not going to be running into...
we got the Blood Flurry.
Explosive runes. Wait, it looks like... Do they only run explosive runes and counterspells? It looks like they do.
Yeah.
A lot of people... I like to run Mirror Entity because I think it's just really... Like, it's kind of bad early, but after a while, it gets so clunky.
Yeah,
because like if you can't play a big card, it's so strong.
It depends. I don't know.
A lot of decks can play around it because a lot of people can summon stuff out of hand. They don't have to summon it from hand.
So we're gonna Blood Fury into the 3/2.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're gonna go ahead and face.
Yeah, Voidwalker trades really well. They have to ping trade off of board and then play a 3-drop, maybe like a secret if they drew one. Understandable to just trade there.
It's gonna be tough for us coming from a point of of being down 0-2, but I mean, you know,
Yeah.
what else can you do at this point?
Yeah, you just gotta fight. Looks like they're gonna ping trade. That's really good though. I mean, it means that they've got 1 mana. Oh, well, they've got their 1-drop. Makes sense. Good for them to have out.
They still even have the coin.
Yeah, they could easily look to ramp up the stats of that. We almost have to look to trade here and just try to
Yeah,
stabilize.
I mean, I don't know what's in their hand, but the fact that they didn't play the coin is sort of concerning. They're go ahead and put out the dragons.
They might
later.
be saving it for a Pyroblast if they think that they might be confident to kill us.
Yeah.
Also, a turn 6 Firelance portal, turn 6 Alunith or turn 5 Alunith can really change the game
Yeah.
around.
I just feel like
it's huge tempo swings.
losing that mana worm for nothing, basically, it's just like it's too much not to play the coin since you want to pull all the cards out of your deck anyways.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. It's interesting. I'd have to see what's in their hand though, of course.
They might be pretty confident if they've got. I'm assuming
Ping. That's a pretty slow play.
I'm actually pretty positive that they've got a Lunith and Firelands in their hand right
Yeah,
now.
they might be saving it for a Luna.
Yeah, or some kind of big spell, and we'll find out next turn.
Probably go
luckily-
ahead and play Dreadlord.
Luckily, we're drawing into all of our big stats.
Yeah.
Is there an argument to play Darkshire and
I think-
Flame Imp here?
I think Darkshire is actually better.
Because you get more stats available in the next
Yeah,
turn.
Darkshire is insane. Like that card is ridiculously good. Because next turn, let's say we draw into a a discardable dude, and
Yeah.
we tap into a
Soulfire. We could
Soulfire,
potentially
something like that,
flood
yeah.
and end the game at the same time. I guess we probably don't have Twitch chat open. That's the one thing we're not doing.
Oh yeah.
Hey, did you know that you can watch twitch.tv chat while you're streaming? We are Indiana Tech. Alright, so if anyone is watching and wanting to talk
Put that
to
on
us,
the Discord side.
we'll be here talking in a second. Oof. Applesauce is good. Foo. Fooey. So, once again, they had to play Kirintor and then Ping to trade.
No secrets.
And that, we're getting really lucky.
Yeah.
We're getting really lucky. They've had both secret activation, and they haven't been able to drop any secrets.
And no secret drawers either.
Yeah, they haven't drawn Arcanologist, apparently. They would have played Frostbolt to trade instead of pinging the other turn. So I'm assuming in their hand right now, they probably would have played Arcane Intellect. They would have played Secrets. They probably had the Kirintor the whole time. I'm assuming it's Fireball. It's probably Fireball,
Probably just gonna go
Firelance
trade
Portal,
Darkshire.
Pyroblast, or something like that. So obviously silencing that card is useless. But the thing is, there's actually 0 cards you'd want to silence in a priest or in a mage deck, except for the mana
The
worm.
mana worm, yeah.
But even then, it's kind of easier to deal with that instead of silencing it. So right now, we're kind of almost pushing like 2-turn lethal.
Yeah, and the Darkshire it's just one of those win more cards. It's like
Yeah.
it's so good that you can just trade into pretty much anything. You just play more minions on the board, and it already has high enough health to
Yeah.
trade.
So there's the Fireball that we were talking about. They had it in their hand the whole time.
ping in the Darkshire.
But Fireball is just too clunky to play when you're from behind. Now they are stabilizing a little bit. We only have 4 damage pushing. Wow, that's a really good draw.
Oh yeah.
That is insane. We play the Dreadlord to make it to where the Soulfire absolutely has to discard. We could have gone slower, maybe to tap, but I think this is just going aggro here and getting everything out is really good, especially in Secret Mage.
Plus we have the imp up.
Yeah, for sure. And I didn't even realize that. There's way too much to incentivize discarding right there. So there's the Firelands portal. We knew that was there as well. I don't know where it was in hand.
It was behind the coin, so it was their first draw.
Yeah, I was like, I'm pretty sure that they had a big old clunky card. No one even likes Utah anyway. I heard people from Utah are lame. No, that's actually not true. People from Utah are really cool.
I don't think I've ever met a cool person from Utah that I know of, but
Yeah, but we don't know.
yeah,
We don't know.
I'm not gonna say like they don't exist.
They're pretty good at Hearthstone.
But yeah, I mean
Yeah.
these guys are pretty good. They say they're from Utah. I mean, I'm not just gonna take everyone's word at their face value. Though,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
Like-
you shouldn't just assume someone
yeah,
is saying something like that.
but yeah,
So, we run the Blood Imp in this deck. What do you think about that?
it's crap.
Yeah. Really, do you think that?
Yeah, I think it's crap.
I think it's like a low-key Blood Fury sneak. Like, if you want to keep something on board. But there's so much AoE in the game right now, I just assume it would die.
Yeah, like I don't know. I don't know the stats. I don't know how
It
Is
might
that
have
how
like
it
a
works?
niche
But
job, but I feel like if you're gonna play a one mana thing,
whenever I play Blood Imps, it's like, who cares?
yeah,
It's just like whatever.
yeah.
But I mean, there's niche situations where it does matter. But you know,
All right, so
Not
Indiana
in
Tech
this
takes
one.
one game over the Secret Mage. So
oops.
currently, the University of Utah is making, well, Indiana Tech is making a gauntlet run against the University of Utah Secret Mage. All right, now we're gonna try to out Secret Mage them. So if I know anything, Lucas is gonna keep that Primordial Glyph.
They might just keep this whole hand. Might get rid of Arcane.
I think it's a little slow. I think when you have a starting secret, especially against a spell-based deck, you go for the Kabalaki.
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 Yeah.
I don't know why I said it like that. Because it's Cabal, and then LA is La.
Kabalaki. Eh?
So Cabal Locky, you know?
Sort of all flows together.
So
They just get
instead
rid
of doing
all
that,
it.
we
Wow.
just got rid of it completely.
Got a Mana Worm instead. And another Mana Worm. Okay.
Alright, so we just started with like the OG. Okay, the best thing we can get here is a Kabalaki.
Yep.
If we get a Kabalaki, we flood the board. We've got 2 2/2s, or 2 1/3s, a 2/1, and then both the 2 1/3s turn into 2 3s, which would be great starting pressure. So it looks like they're going to coin.
Well, is that the coin? No.
It's not. It's a Mana Worm. They outplayed us. Oh my sweet giblets. Indiana Tech rises to the occasion. Wait, misplay. Yikes. I almost vomited. Did you almost vomit? I almost vomited. I almost
got
immediately
really
just benched a
scared.
player faster than I could have ever benched someone. That was close. That's fine. That's fine. So what you do is this is an age-old Indiana Tech tradition where you fake a misplay and then you play it anyway. So then your enemy starts to think that you're worse. At the
Exactly.
beginning. They're like, oh wow, they almost played a secret when they had a Mana Worm in their hand the whole time.
Coin. Counterspell. And they're just going to get Polymorph. Their second Mana Worm. Both Mana Worms out.
Both Mana Worms coming out. No one is holding back in this 1v1.
Let's go Frostbolt and trade. That's a pretty good trade for them.
Pretty strong for them. We could just play... No, we can't get both out at the same time.
Down to Frostbolt. We're down.
If we
Our
neutral
Mana
out
Worms.
here...
Counterspell trade, probably.
I think counterspell into
So, what, their
run the
3-drop.
2/1 into the 3/1. I think the reason why you go for this play is because next turn you can go Cobble...
You can go
Crystal
Cabal.
Runner Ping,
Yeah.
and then you trade up. Yeah, so we have to go for the trade up there. So hopefully they don't have they don't have a
spell.
secret here.
That's
We're
pretty
getting
good.
so lucky that they're
Yeah.
not getting those.
Draw the
Fireland's
Firelands.
really good to have.
Just got to pig the 1/1.
It's a little slow.
Yeah.
We kind of wanted to draw into a Fireball. We really wanted a Primordial Glyph. We really wanted
Medee's
Medee's Valet.
Valet.
With Medee's Valet or Frostbolt would be really good.
Yeah. Arcanologist. Any of those.
We definitely want to low
Even-
roll some of these next draws here.
Even Arcane.
Arcalaka?
I just said I mushed the words together. Arcalect.
Arcalect?
We actually run 2 in this deck. Or no, they run 2.
That's their list. Yeah, our list is on the left.
But we actually run 2 as well.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I always thought it was a 1 of.
We just copied them. Their list is... Oh, wait, do we not run any Pyros and we run double Fire?
Yeah, no, we definitely didn't copy them.
Yeah, we don't copy their terrible list.
Ice Block, okay.
So, Ice Block is not what we wanted, but not bad. Because in this deck, there's a lot of cat and mouse around who's got what secrets.
Yep.
And after a while, it gets kind of spooky. So they're like, okay, we have to play around. See it. We only have one Polymorph, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, we only run one potion of Polymorph. So they're playing around Explosive Rune. And then once it doesn't go off here, they're going to be like, oh,
Bam.
it's an Ice Block. So now they know we have an Ice Block and a counter
Or. Yeah.
spell. Or...
Then there's nothing else.
God, Frozen Clone would be so good in this matchup.
Yeah. I think some decks used to run Frozen Clone just for the mirror.
Yeah, but I
So
wonder
you could
where
get-
would it even pop up? Where would it be better in like other matchups too?
Well,
Big kind of doesn't really play.
the thing
big
is,
guys.
Frozen Clone isn't really bad, but it's just too slow.
Yeah,
Because I mean,
it's
you're
value. It's
in
strict
most
value.
in most situations, the enemy is not going to play a bad minion.
Yeah,
But you know,
and even if they play
if they play like a 6-drop that doesn't really have synergy with your deck, then it's like
yeah, unless
it's
you've
not
got like
good
a
enough.
5-drop on turn 10,
Yeah.
then you can double play both.
if
of them.
Frozen Clone discounted it, then That would be a little ridiculous.
So we got rid of their explosive rune.
Pretty good.
They run an ice block.
Hey, even use Valence.
That's such a good draw. They run an ice block, but so we might have to play around some awkward kill pressure late game.
Yeah.
But it's good that we got rid of that.
I mean, I'll take playing around awkward, killing, like popping.
Winning is good
as long as we're not popped.
Yeah, I guess
Like-
it just depends. Now that's there's a chance that that's the other one, or
Yeah,
that is
it could. It literally could be anything.
Yeah, we just don't know.
It could be counterspell, explosive rune, frozen clone, ice
Well-
barrier, ice block, mana bind, minor.
Well, we've gotten rid of one count. We've eaten one counterspell, right?
Yeah.
And then we got explosive rune. No, wait, we just canceled an explosive rune. So
Yeah.
that is a counterspell. That happens. So now is that both their counterspells gone?
I don't remember. Let's leave it to the players.
Yeah, I believe. We're just casters, bro.
Yeah,
we're
bro.
not trying to do anything. Dab, 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 dab. Wow, Hearthstone. What's up, Chewbach24? So it looks like they
My boy
blind our
Skirt.
dude.
Skirt and Germ.
Oh, we drew a Lunith. That's beautiful.
Wowee.
There's nothing they can do
Can
to
we get a
that.
wowee in chat,
Yeah,
please?
can we get a Franker Z in chat, please? So we pinged down their dude, looking for maybe like a
Franker
2-turn
Z.
trade.
Yeah.
A Lunith right now before them allows us to basically just take over the game in the next 2 turns.
And one thing to notice is that they have had the first card since
Mulligan.
Mulligan. So
Pyroblast question mark? Do you think that they would even use Firelance Portal on our 2-3? Just for tempo? Or
Yeah.
maybe even face.
I think you
don't
would.
know. I guess they...
What's our Sea Ice Block still? Yeah.
But this was up with
Oh,
a
it was a
counterspell.
fireball. Okay.
So they're going face. They're saying, we want to win this game right now. So we got double a Primordial Glyph. I think there's room to do that, but you risk so much.
Yeah.
I think there's a way to stabilize here
Well,
too,
do
though.
we know that secret, or did they just put it up?
They just put it up, but it's either Explosive Rune or
Ice Block.
Ice Block. So we kill off that dude. We could make a pretty good trade right here. I think we're going to eventually. Arcanologist is 2 value. Like, we just get something that we really want, and Counterspell could counter any of the big spells coming out. It might eat, like, a Frostbolt or something, but even then, that might be enough to slow down the game.
Oh yeah, definitely.
We definitely Primordial Glyph here first, just because, I think.
Yeah. Because it still could be counterspell. I'm not sure. They've
I
glyphed,
think,
right?
I think we've tanked 2 of them. I think we've
Yeah.
tanked 2 counterspells already. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. I know it's kind of crazy.
Counterspell.
Yeah. So, duh. Told you.
Told you. Draw 3 more
This is why I'm
cards.
casting, man.
Draw a card.
So
Get the
we got a
Kieran.
Kieran Tor. That's insane.
Cabal
for us.
Tormage.
The Cablamage.
Kebla Bird to Terminator.
Yeah. So they're just gonna look to whittle us down here. They're running out of steam because they weren't able to get their Lunith off faster than us. But the thing is, they do have Pyroblast. Now, the bad thing is that they're actually going to want a Pyroblast before to get us at 10 to pop at 1.
Yeah.
But the thing is, we have a counterspell, which is
Yeah.
hilarious.
Pretty good.
They have other ways to get us down there, obviously, but we have a lot of time to set up due to our ice block.
Yep.
So, what do you think about this turn? I think the best play is playing that card
Kieran,
right there,
an explosive.
and then Fireland's face.
Yeah.
Because that pushes lethal next
think-
turn,
I think
depending on
that's-
what we roll. Right?
I think that's the play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely the play. Explosive pushes lethal. Also, one huge thing about this mirror matchup is that, wow, what a nasty thing to get. One thing that actually pushes on this matchup really hard is that Explosive Rune can pop on their side through an Ice Block.
Yep.
So if they don't play anything this turn and then have to roll an Arcanologist for Ice Block, they just die anyways.
Yep.
I actually really, like, when I was first playing this in this meta, I hated Secret Mage.
I still
so
do.
much. It stresses me out when you see this BS right here.
Yep.
This garbage that is Secret. Yeah, like,
Cool.
so we took over there.
2-2. Overtime, baby.
Crazy double draws from both teams.
Yep.
That is double Mana Worm out the first 2 turns for both teams.
Yep.
I think they drew into theirs late though because they had coin and didn't double.
Yeah,
coin.
I think obviously the turning point was a Lunith. Us drawing Lunith.
I mean, that's just it is a race to.
There's
a Lunith.
nothing else they can do about that.
Yeah,
Other,
because
than what they were trying to do, which was just go face.
because it's really they will draw, but no, they might draw. We will draw.
Yeah, we
because it's
will.
just we got so much out of it. So now we are playing a interesting matchup of Big Priest versus the Young Mage, Young Secret Mage. And do you remember the percentages on this? Is this a good matchup for them, or is this a
I think the percentages for Big Priest is
like
mostly
60-40 or something like
yeah,
that? I
it's-
mean, it's pretty,
it's
which is
mostly
good.
in Priest's favor.
Just because you can kind of outlast a little bit.
Yeah.
We've got a little bit more healing
Priest
than they
Priest
do.
heals. Priest
Yeah.
sort of does its own little thing.
I wonder if there's a way to... Whoa, I don't want this. It's like, is there a way I can make this bigger? Nah, I can't, because it just expands.
Yeah, you just cover your hand up a little bit.
Hello. Yeah. So, we're kind of just trying to get out some big dudes. We have...
Full mulligan. No
Anduin's pretty much useless here.
no Barnes yet, but
Potion of Madness actually has a lot
Well,
of value in this matchup. Because
no,
there's a lot
there's-
of 2-attack trading you can do. Well, not a lot. Wait, is it 2
I
or
think there's
3?
still a place for Anduin because you can still heal with greater healing, and get rid of those 5/5s that you see around.
Yeah, I get. Oh, I guess Anduin's active is good against the Crystal Runners.
So they're gonna have Shadow Visions.
I think, what are we looking for?
I guess they're looking for some
Something to get some of our cards out on the board.
Yeah.
Right now, get that out of here.
maybe Shadow Word Horror.
Horror for an early clear against these lower rolled minions.
Yeah.
Probably is the best, but even
Also,
then, it's kind of Dragonfire.
We have a silence for counterspell. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not a bad idea. We're gonna Dragonfire. Okay.
Yeah, I can get behind Dragonfire. Because it will trade with everything.
So the
Horror kind
question
of
is,
only might. It only trades with Mana Worm and Kabalaki. So that's more consistent. And if we're confident, I mean, we do have greater healing potion. We actually have pretty good spacing tools. So I think I respect that decision.
yeah, because we got Potion of Madness right now. We can just, wait for him to get buffed or play a 2-attack minion, trade in,
Yeah, trade in for sure.
silence it maybe. I don't know.
We would try to have to kill the 1/3.
Yeah.
but it would all just depend. There's not really anything it trades into except for like Kirintor. Although, what we could do is if we play Potion of Madness on top of theirs, it would go to our side. Then maybe we could burn the silence just to give it up more attack and
Mhm.
then trade it in. So there's an option there. Okay, so they're roping. They're trying to make their decisions. The last game was kind of back and forth. Everyone was going full aggro.
Yeah.
Here they kind of have to play perfectly. They got an Arcanologist. That's one thing that they weren't getting a lot of last
Yeah.
game.
No. Or the game before.
Yeah, so that's good for them. They finally have something in their hand. Shuffle all minions to opponent's deck. That's actually kind of weird. If they get a Lunith, that's gonna like power curve them out really hard.
Yeah.
But we're only gonna use it. It's actually really bad for the Crystal Runners because even though they discount while they're in your hand, they actually discount
Yeah.
like, globally. They discount
sorta-
in the
you sorta just-
graveyard.
Delay the inevitable.
Yeah, it's kind of like please stop.
3-drop into the secret.
So when they play the secret, this is what we were just talking about, though, is that you can take control of this 2/3 and then buff it.
Yep.
Jimmy buff it. So we drew
Well,
you
Potion of
off
Madness into 2/3. We'll buff it to a 3. You'll
What,
be able to kill both minions.
It doesn't buff it, does it?
It does.
No way. The spell goes off, then you get it.
At least it used to. I'm not sure about
I think
that.
that's what I was thinking before, but I think that they were kind of against that. Not 100% sure on that though. We'll find out.
I'm not. Well, I think they'll test that for counterspell.
Oh, that's true.
Yep.
Yeah. So counterspell would have been really bad there. 'cause
Potion
you
of
would've
Madness in it. I'm pretty sure it turns to a 3/3.
Yeah.
No, it
does.
doesn't. Okay.
So, but the thing is, we just ran it in there anyways, which is really good
Yeah,
because that turns
it's
off
fine.
a lot of the extra damage they would have had regardless. Being turn 4 from them, they can play probably anywhere from 1 to 2 spells, so it's pretty easy for them to ramp it up.
Yep.
It would have been maybe a 4 attack.
And the thing with Priest is,
Just stay alive.
you can be super behind and have your head down, but it's Priest, so
Yeah.
Just
so
survive.
You can win. Right?
yeah.
Yeah. What
Literally,
are
this
the-
deck is just built on surviving. as
Yeah,
long as
and
you
what
can.
are the key victories? Outside of hopefully them not drawing a Lunith, them not drawing Pyroblast. What are the main mechanics that we're gonna have to use to win this game?
Getting some minions out and hoping on some good draw.
We've already drew Yashiraj.
Playing around the secrets well enough. I mean, we're not going to be playing minions from our hand, so I think except Barnes. But Barnes take 2 damage, whatever.
I was gonna say, yeah, we do run Barnes, don't we?
Well, Yash, Raj, JK,
But Barnes has
Larry
bad
Allen.
synergy with a 5/5 from deck, right?
Yeah.
So hopefully we don't run into that issue. But
Yeah, no.
so they actually got a Crystal Runner out. They're gonna be pushing 11 damage on board each turn. We drew Ysera. We're pretty much drawing all of the big things we don't want.
Yeah.
We're running out of time.
So
This is the Greater Healing Potion heals for
just
12.
drawing all our minions right away.
But almost, would you ever consider healing right now? Because we're running out of time and we're not going to have a good turn 4 play.
Well, let's take 11 damage. They could just have double fireball.
Well, they don't play double. They can only.
No, yeah, but
It would be a 2-turn thing.
so I think you just heal face.
Like,
Because you go
with
down to
Thrill?
13, and then you can greater healing for next turn and still heal your face.
But next turn has to be Dragonfire. I think we
Yeah.
have to Dragonfire
if
next
yeah.
turn.
So I think it's just. I
I
think it's
think-
if they get fireballed, the next turn, then I think you're greater healing. But if there's no face damage, then you save it for the next turn.
Next turn they've got Fireball Ping, which is 7 plus 11. That's 18 damage. We'd be at 4.
Yeah.
I kind of like that. I kind of like healing right now, honestly. But that just might be. The way I'm seeing it right now. We've drawn 2 humongous things in our deck.
Yeah.
So we're not going to have a lot of value coming out. So we need to kind of make use of what we've got now, because I think we're currently losing this
Yeah,
game.
I mean, healing for 8 isn't bad. It's 2/3 of what you would actually heal for. So
It's
I mean,
suboptimal, but it's valuable.
you gotta do what you gotta do.
Also, let's say that that's a counter spell.
Yeah.
You know? Okay, so they've got double Crystal Runners out. They're actually slamming us.
Hoping for a silence.
Yeah.
Seeing statue, man. Feels bad.
Yeah.
Just praying
Some-
that it's
and
not.
The worst thing is you look at this deck and
Counterspell.
you're like, man, why would you ever run Big Priest? You just keep
Oh,
drawing
man.
Yeah, and that's the counter spell. So they're doing 10, 16.
17 damage.
Yeah, they just need 3 damage.
And
That's
that's
a
game.
fireball for game. All right, University of Utah takes over on the 5th game. It was actually a full gauntlet run. We tried to go for the reverse sweep, and they finally high rolled on it. But yeah, GG's to University of Utah. Solid game. Yeah, it was good stuff. I really liked that second game, or the second of the comeback, where it was the Secret Mage Mirror, because that was just kind of fun. It was kind of like a tempo battle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, at least we didn't go 3-0. Oh, 3.
Yeah, no, it was a good fight. Definitely, I like Timble's hat. Why is it? How is that a profanity?
Ha. Are you not
I'll
allowed
allow
to say
that.
hat?
Yeah, is this your
He
brother?
did it again up there. No, that's not.
Is
That's not.
that your brother? Alex changed,
Alex changed his name.
because he didn't like the anonymity.
Oh my god.
Okay. All right, GG guys.
Thank you, Scott, for the hat.
Yeah. Thanks everybody.
I like
for
it too.
watching.
It's
Oh yeah, drop that brand. That's the
Indiana Tech
Warrior
Warrior
Esports.
Esports.
Esprouts. Good
See
stuff.
that little like weird thing? Yeah, it's
not
just,
weird,
just
it's
gray.
cool.
Looks, it's simplistic. It's got nice like
That's us.
black on the inside,
We're simple.
just like us.
Yeah. Wait, what?
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for tuning in. Tomorrow we got another game, 9 o'clock. Be there. Tuesday game, where we will be beating the enemies and only winning forever. Bye bye.
Well played.